Hi, I'm Palmer Johnson. I'm a divorce attorney in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and welcome to my video series where I address frequently asked questions I get from my family law clients. And today's question is more in the form of a narrative that I've heard or seen from people that goes something like this. My lawyer is horrible. They bill me for everything. And to that I say, yes, they probably do. Again, I'm speaking about my own experiences here and not what all attorneys do. But typically, a lawyer will bill by the hour for their time for the work that they do in a case. And then they account for that time in their billing entries, providing you with a detailed entry stating what was done, the amount of time that was spent on it, and then that equates out to whatever their hourly rate is, billed typically in increments of a sixth of the hour, so every 6 minutes, so point 1, point 2, so with some exactitude. Um, some attorney-client agreements might specify that a client telephone call is a minimum of a point 0.2 or a court appearance is a specific minimum amount based on just the time that it takes to stop what you're doing, switch gears, reacquaint yourself with a new task, and but that all should be addressed in your individual attorney-client contract so that you're aware of those things at the time that you engage an attorney, and they should discuss those things with you and go through the um, actual terms of their contract to make sure that you understand what you're signing up for. So, um, do I think that an attorney billing for their time is a horrible practice? I don't. Do I think that a client who um, becomes frustrated with that has a valid just a valid complaint against the attorney? No, not a valid complaint. But here's what I would say. I understand. I understand that, again, in the context of a family law case, a lot of clients, this is the only time that they've hired a lawyer. This is new territory, it's new ground for them, it's not something that they regularly do. And when they see the things that they're billed for, again, in the context of not regularly looking at lawyer bills, I think it makes sense to see why they could be frustrated. And that's actually why I'm addressing this in this video, because do I understand their frustration? Yes. Do I think that the lawyer billing for the time they spend on the case is a problematic practice? No. And should clients expect that the attorney that they hire will bill them for the work that they've done in their case? They should. Um, and uh, I have some other videos out there that talk about ways that you can help to control the cost in your divorce, because I think at the end of the day that's where the stress factor comes in. When a client um, you're talking about splitting, you're going from maybe a joint income um, marital estate. Now you've got two separate households. It feels like everything is expensive, and now you're having to pay a lawyer, and you're seeing their invoices come through and all the things that they're billing you for. And so, can it become an absolute point of frustration? Yes. Is it something that you can discuss with your attorney potentially? Things that can be done to help keep the cost down or help settle the matter? Absolutely. So, I think there's a common sense point to this, which is that yes, you should expect that your attorney will most likely bill you for the time they spend on your case, but there are things that you can do to try to keep the costs down. Um, and some of that is going to be incumbent on you, and some of it's going to be incumbent on the other side, and maybe a little bit harder to control. But your attorney can talk to you about those things and give you a better expectation. And I think that's what this really comes down to, is maintaining expectations and feeling comfortable having that conversation with your attorney before you're upset about it. If you have questions about the bill, if you have questions about what you're being billed for, address that with your counsel before you're frustrated. If you see something looking like it's simply going to become unfeasible for you. Talk to your attorney about what options might be available for you to help pay for legal representation. Um, maybe fees can be sought from the other side in some circumstances. Perhaps there's a mechanism that would allow you to finance the cost of um, representation. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a zero-sum game, and that's really, I think, what your attorney's there to try to help you avoid. So before you get frustrated, I think you should have those conversations and um, keep a bit more of an open mind that there very well may be practical solutions that help you with that problem before it becomes simply a pain point. If you've got questions about your individual case or need help with a divorce or child custody matter in northeastern Oklahoma, please reach out to me at moms.law.